Fifty Sixin.
Welcome back. Another episode of 56in. Me and BJ.
Hey, brother.
I'm tired, bro. I'm tired.
Work
is getting to me, bro. I'm working too many jobs. Too many jobs.
I got too many jobs.
It's good to see you, though, brother.
Good to see you, bro.
Well, I want to jump right into it because we got a few things to cover today. So, but I would like to start off before we get into this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that we are better at life now, or are we just better at dealing with bullshit? Because I think bullshit's always been there. But go.
That's a good question. That's a really good question. I would say, I think we're actually better at life. I would say, I would venture to, I lean more towards that than say just dealing with bullshit. I think the bullshit, you're gonna deal with bullshit your whole life, right? But the bullshit is just now, has always been small, and we just learned to still deal with bullshit, but also just be better as a whole at life. Just taking what you've learned, through experience, through mistakes, through trials, tribulations, just to be better at it. We only get better by doing, right? So obviously, well, hopefully you would assume that the more life you do, the better you're going to get at it. So I would like to lean on the side of just getting better, just being better.
Better at life?
Yeah.
I'd like to think, so I think what it is for me is being Bruce Lee, like was it, I don't know, whatever, like a duck with the water running off the feathers. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't know who said it. If it was, I give Bruce Lee a lot of credit for things that he probably never said. But whatever. But I'd like to think that I'm better at that as far as the minutia, because a lot of stuff used to really bother me or take up a lot of my mind space.
Yeah.
Now it's very specific what things actually force me to stop. What's happening? You know what I mean? Like those kind of moments. But with that being said, what's taking up most of your mental bandwidth right now? Currently.
Currently today?
2026, baby. What we got? Dude, we're way over halfway done. We're almost it's almost fall, baby.
Yeah, we're on the back half of this thing. The back nine, but
there we go.
Currently today, 2026, most recent. I'd say work, man. Just really trying to with this promotion, trying to be obviously, do well at it, be proficient at it. But also maintain a certain level of excellence that I hope that I'm known for and that I have for myself. I just try to maintain it because when you're taking on new things, I don't want other things to drop off or fall off, right? So a lot of responsibilities and also just different aspects of the job. So it's transitioning into, worrying about everything that I'm doing, but also worrying about what the people underneath me are doing, which is a shift, right? Own businesses and stuff before, but it's still a little bit different when the liabilities are so high, and even now it's like, somebody will do something, but it's like, hey, you're responsible for them, so it's like they're looking at me. I'm like, but these things have nothing to do with me. But at the same, but it doesn't matter though. You're in charge. That's what comes with it. So that's what's on my brain the last few days or weeks or so, or just trying to do the best that I can and also maintain a certain level of excellence, not just the way I'm perceived, but also that I have for myself. I want to do a good job. I want to excel at everything that I'm doing. So that's definitely eating up some space. Maybe more than it should sometimes when I'm not there, but it is what it is. We'll figure it out.
Fair enough. For me, currently it's balance. Balance between professional and personal. I finally, for the first time in a long time, have a pretty good balance, positive-wise, with personal and professional life. We've talked about this before. It's always been one or the other. I've never had both. And I'm trying not to make the mistakes that I've made previously. It's also a lot of transition stuff, not just for me, but also my family, my children. Being there for them, whatever that means. I can tell you it's not fun all the time. I have to step back and let them do their thing, which can irritate the piss out of me sometimes. But part of being transitioning from a child into adulthood, and I hate it. I hate watching.
Yeah, but it's like, but with that, it's like you've been there though, so you know.
Yeah.
So you know how it felt. So you gotta.
Yeah. Well, and I can't remember what I was listening to, but there is whatever YouTube. Who fucking knows? Would life be better if you didn't have the struggle? I've only ever known struggle. I was not given everything. Like I've always had to work. And for people listening, let me explain. This is not where the show's going, but when I say that, I didn't always have food. Like, that's what we're talking about. It wasn't a matter of, I didn't get the nicest car or the nicest clothes. No. It was like, it was real, base level shit. Like, am I going to have food? Am I going to pay rent?
Yeah.
That kind of shit. And I don't know, that struggle, it does something to you. You know what I mean? Like, I guess I know that I can overcome it, but imagine if you never had to worry about those things and you were where you are today. I don't know. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I don't know how I would be if that was the case. I don't know. Like, what if you didn't have to worry about bills, food, nothing, your whole life, and anything you ever wanted to achieve, you just achieved it. Like, there was no setbacks, there was no undercutting, there was none of that shit. It was just, life was just kind of, like a rocket strapped to your ass, buddy.
I think that's tough, right? It goes, what's the saying? Hard times create strong men create good times create. We made that whole cycle of things, right? It's funny you said that. I was just talking about this with somebody on actually Monday night, and I was saying, like, some of the things we worry about at this stage, of our lives, of being, more accomplished, more successful. We've achieved things. We've been better at life, right? So we're at the stage that we're at. In looking backwards, some of the things we're worried about are luxuries. Like, to worry about, man, am I depressed? To worry about if you're depressed or not is a luxury, right? That's a completely different level of existence, right? So
yes, it is.
So piggybacking off of what you're saying, it's like we were talking about that, and I was like, I think obviously you never want to struggle, right? If you have to. I mean, I think if I could have chosen it, it might be a little bit maybe not as much. maybe not as much. Maybe the stakes wouldn't be so high, right?
Yeah.
But it's like that's like that walking on that trapeze line, right? There's no safety net. That's a completely different feeling than being like, if I don't, if I don't make it or whatever, something's there to catch me. I'm not going to get hurt, right? That's a completely different level of something. But I think obviously it makes, struggle breeds strength, right? So, and how we look at the world, how it builds confidence, knowing that we can make it through anything, make it through challenges, right? So I don't know if I'd have gone without the struggles, knowing what I know now. I think like I said, I think it's made me more capable, more confident, and more strong going through life. But and also in the sense of kind of we were talking about the kids and stuff, of being able to pass that down, right? To be able to, hey, I have the knowledge of doing this thing for a while. I got 40 years worth of knowledge. I know where you're at because I've been there. I can talk you through this. I'm going to let you struggle because you're going to have to figure it out for yourself. But what I can give you is some guidance and some direction and some reassurance, which is something that we maybe didn't necessarily always have, right? So I think, I'd say this. I don't regret or look back on the struggle, but it would have been nice to have some reassurance. I think sometimes, and I'm sure most people can relate to this. My parents were just trying to figure it out at the same time. We're all trying to figure it out together at the same time, right? So they don't know what they don't know, and even now I don't know what I don't know, right? We can only speak to our experiences, of course, but I think it's even just having this discussion is a luxury because we've made it through some of the things, and it's like, yeah, we have the ability to look back and talk about it now, but at the time, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
We're feeling
For
that
real.
shit for sure.
Before we get to the first question, I just, but you know what? I'm gonna put this out there, and then we'll try to touch on it at the end.
Okay.
Because it's something I was thinking about. Who are 5 people who have influenced who you are today? So just table that. Maybe write it down.
Okay, I'm write it down.
Whatever you gotta do. We'll touch back on it. We'll think through it as we go. Because those individuals' names have changed over the years for me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I wrote down. We discussed some questions, but I like the first one. What is one lesson I have learned from you? So from me to you, and it's actually hard in the sense that it's not necessarily one lesson. But I'm going to give a couple words and I'm going to explain why.
Mm-hmm.
It was an excellent question, bro, when we talked about it. For you, something that I have watched you go through, because I mean, we've known each other for 15 years.
15 years, yeah.
Patience, hard work, and confidence, whether you know that or not. And what I mean by that is you have had a plan. It has fluctuated a little bit here and there since the day I met you. And even when, this is where the patience comes in, even when people were like, hey, I don't want to pigeonhole it into one thing, but even when somebody's like, hey, you should do this or you should do that, or hey, why aren't you doing whatever it is for your career, for your personal life? It's been actually a bunch of different things that have come up, and you're like, no, because I have a plan. And so 1, the patience to see it through, 2, the confidence to do it. I mean, shit, I think I'm guilty of it too. Like, bro, what are you doing? You should be doing X, Y, Z, whatever it is. Yeah. And you're like, no, this is what I'm doing. I mean, obviously, bro, you're my brother, bro. I love you. So it's not like a derogatory thing in any way, but that you have the confidence to do that. As far as hard work, I don't think I know anyone personally in my life that has worked as hard as you do, not just in the gym. I don't want to say that's a given. It's a given because I know you, but it's impressive to watch and see your consistency. I mean, over fucking 15 years that I've known you, and I obviously know you did this prior. And then so those are kind of the underlying things. And then the last one, and I've said this to you many times before, but you are an excellent friend to have in the sense that I've said this before. I think I'm getting better, but for a very long time, you've been a better friend to me than I have to you. This is how I feel.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
I know.
And what I mean by that is time, energy, follow through, following up. I'm constantly my parents, dude. My parents are like, it is crazy to me because neither one of them have that I'm aware of. Neither one of them have any friends that will show up for their kids' stuff. You've showed up for kids' birthdays, even when they were young, let alone their graduations, let alone the big events. You've also just said, hey, I haven't seen you guys in a while. I need to see you guys. And you made time you took time off of work, whatever the fuck it was. Buddy, that's not normal. You know what I mean? That's not, unfortunately, it's not normal, but it's not. And it's definitely not normal in my world. I'm fortunate that I have friends like yourself, but you live that shit out day in and day out. I've seen you do it. And I know I give you shit all the time. Your other best friends, but that's just, if for you, when you're like, hey, in that familial setting, if you have said, hey, you are my friend, you show up, bro. Now, with that being said, I've seen you where somebody abused that shit and you're like, boop, done.
Yep.
I have seen that. And I never wanted to be on the receiving end of that because it's funny, man shit, right? But I never wanted to be on the receiving end of that. You know what I mean? Not that we don't have hard conversations, because we do. We've both called each other out. We've both been pissy with each other. That's also true. People don't know that. We don't talk about it on the show, but we have. but it didn't come from a place of ego or pride, or it's like, I care about you and I think you're whatever. Same to me. You've done the same thing to me. And I don't know, any men listening, it's a very uncomfortable conversation to have, especially when you care about the person who's saying this to you. Because I typically don't give a shit what anybody says about me. I have a very small group of people. Obviously, you're one of those individuals. So when you check me or critique me on something, bro, that shit will fuck me up for weeks. I'm like, man, BJ said this shit. He's like, he said I was fucking up, like I was doing something fucked up. It bothers me, bro.
Well, yeah,
but that you have the confidence to do it. So I know that's not one lesson. It's hard, bro. I couldn't think of one singular thing, because I've known you for so long and you are important to me. So that was my best attempt.
No, I appreciate that, brother.
At articulating that, sir.
I appreciate that, man. That actually means a lot to me, because I you know me, I do take pride in showing up, you know. And
you are thoughtful too, bro. You think things through. I give you shit sometimes because you're quiet all the goddamn time. But then when you say shit, I'm like, all right, he was. I mean, all right, he was fucking listening. He's ready to roll.
I did be listening.
It is what it is, bro.
I am listening. You know me. I'm not a long speaker. I'm a very concise speaker. So when I say things, it's very just like to the point. And but I appreciate that. I take those things as compliments. On the inverse, because obviously I asked the question, so I had a little extra time to think it through. But I would think the biggest thing, two things. Just watching you be a husband and a father, and like you said, the patience to kind of go through those things. So I'm like, okay, I have a good like baseline of somebody that I've seen kind of like do these things and watch and go through. And I'm like, yeah, if I could do it anywhere close to this, I think I'll be doing all right in those realms, right? A lot of ups and downs, you know, just been, I would say privileged to kind of watch and see, you know, you go through it and be around for some of those moments and some of those talks where it's like, hey man, coming from this perspective, as a man who's in this position, watching you do these things, maybe consider this, right? And I always take those things into account and how I'm processing information, how I'm going through my own life, right? But the other thing is, and I think about this shit all the time, I haven't been able to, I've tried to always kind of put this into practice. I'm a lot better at it more recently now, but when they go say to me, your biggest, not necessarily I'd say revenge, but your biggest get back or your biggest thing you should always focus on going forward is just go be happy. Go be happy.
Yes.
And whenever is happening, right? It's, you know, whether it's, you know, relationships, whether it's disappointment with work stuff or whatever, it's like, bro, just go be happy. It's like, you'll always be on the better end of it, on the outcome of it, if you just go worry about being happy. And like I said, that's taken me some time to let that necessarily sink in and actually permeate through how I'm trying to live my life. And it has been probably some of the, if not the best advice I've gotten in my life, as far as like enacting that into how I'm existing and living, right? Not just existing, but actually trying to live. It is a lot. It has lifted the weight off my shoulders in a lot of situations where I'm just like, I think that's the best approach. Just go be happy. Just worry about that, and then that alleviates a lot of issues that I've had. So
I will tell you, the haters will be furious, bro.
Oh yeah.
You might not always see it. You might not always get the instant gratification. I've been on both sides of that coin. That advice that I'm giving you, something I learned early on, unfortunately for me, but maybe thankfully in my later years, where I was so like, fuck this motherfucker or whatever. And 5 years go by and I'm like, I don't want to have this motherfucker. And he's balling out of control. I'm like, God damn it. I'm on that side, right? But then very few times I've had people who, actually we just had it come up a few weeks ago where it's like, Tyler, fuck that guy. He's a piece of shit. I'm like, bro, I don't even know who you are. Who are you? And yet the stuff that I'm doing has reached it to the level where they're like, why is he doing well?
Yeah. I don't want him to be doing well, but
I don't want him to be doing well. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
it's just, it's the truest thing. And honestly, it's like you out here hating on me while I'm, I still love the Joe Rogan thing with the glasses and the green mink, bro. Like I'm out here just living my life like this and you mad as fuck.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, shit, bro. All right, bro. Moving on. But I thought that was an excellent question, sir. And I don't think we do it every episode. At least I hope not. But I think it's good for men to talk to each other this way.
Oh, 100%.
I don't think enough men do that.
No.
It's a lot of busting balls, giving people shit. Matter of fact, we were talking about before we started. I said I have a hard time taking compliments. Especially if they're like stacked up, it almost makes me might be something I'm dealing with internally. But whenever I get multiple compliments or whatever, I start feeling like, all right, it's like a setup almost. Like what's going on? Like the shoe's gonna drop at any moment. But I had a very good friend reach out and say, hey man, as men do, he goes, I know I give you shit and I bust your balls about the podcasting and all this other stuff, but he really liked the last episodes for Street Tales of 56. He goes, you and your you guys are good. He goes, this was excellent. He goes, it made me think. And I was like, and I immediately went, all right, bro, whatever. He goes, no, I'm being dead serious. He goes, I'm trying to give you a compliment, goddamn it.
It's like, I'm not kidding.
But he goes, I'm not kidding. He goes, this is excellent. He goes, and you made a lot of good points. And I was like, all right, okay, shit. All right, maybe. All right, we're starting to. All right. I'll take it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. You gotta take the compliments along with the criticism on the same level, right?
It's almost like I expect the criticisms more than the compliments. So when the compliments come, I'm like, oh, what the fuck's going on?
Nah, I think some of the criticisms might just be hate, right? And I expect that shit too.
Some of it is.
Some people just want, misery needs company, and they're upset with themselves, and they want you to be upset too. And I say, fuck that. So
yeah, that's true.
No,
that's true. All right. Question number 2. What is your most constant battle? I'll let you. If you're ready, you go first.
Most constant battle.
Yeah.
Well, for people who probably don't know me very personally, I am petty, right? I am very petty. I am super petty. I love it though. A significant petty bone, right? But I don't want to always be like that. There's just something. And I don't know if it's like I'm not into the whole astrology shit like that or whatever, but like I don't know if it's because the Gemini thing or if it's just like, or it's just because of like I like you said, like I try to I'm trying not to be that way, right? So if I'm trying to be nice or trying to be good to people or whatever, and then I feel like it's negative energy coming back to me, I was like, I'm petty, bro. I do want to get my get back. But I've learned that is my constant balance to let shit go, let it ride, to the point where it seems like I don't give a shit, or I don't care. It's like, I deep down, it's like it bothers me. I do care. I was like, listen, if I could instantly get my get back, it would be hard for me not to. If there was a button for like instant get back, it would be hard for me not to press that button. I'm not. So that is a constant thing for me, where I'm learning to try to let shit go as much as possible and just let things ride. And it is a constant, like, not necessarily daily, but it is a constant battle where I'm just like, let that go. That's not worth it. The outcome of what I want to do is probably the juice ain't worth the squeeze on that. So just let that ride. You know what I mean?
So you mentioned, as I just looked up astrological signs or whatever. Which astrological signs are the most petty? Funny enough, Scorpios. Geminis are bottom of the list, but they can be very petty, typically with words, not long-term grudges. See, I don't know that I'm necessarily petty, or at least I don't remember. How about that? I'm not now, but I do remember. I do hold grudges for sure.
Oh,
I brought it up. I don't know if it was you or Mo, but actually it was with Mo. I'll touch on it real quick. This is on Street Tales. You'll know exactly who I'm talking about. The call where the 18-month-old got hit by a car again. and then had I still know who that detective is. And part of that episode with me and Mo was, what made you want to continue to go after the call? It's like, I wanted to get promoted so I could fuck that dude's career up because he pissed me off that much. Spite, pettiness, whatever you want to call it. That's how pissed off I was. Do you remember, bro? We got ripped because I was like, we're gonna arrest this. We're gonna arrest the detective.
I'm gonna arrest the detective for not doing what he's supposed to be doing.
Bro, this is driving me nuts. So I don't pettiness though. Like it has to reach to a level. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, listen.
It has to reach to a level.
I have a list. I have a list.
Oh,
okay. I have a list.
Yeah.
I might not say anything about the list. I probably will never say anything about the list. It's not written down anywhere. Oh, I have a list.
Oh, yeah.
And it might not be
what
today.
You did.
Oh, yeah. It might not be today. It might not be tomorrow. I might not ever get the chance. But if I do get the chance, and it won't even be loud. It won't even be public, but it'll be just enough for you to know that it was me that got you. And I'll be satisfied with that. Yeah. So I do have, so that level of pettiness.
There's two people we'll talk about offline. Could you imagine, BJ? Could you imagine if you make it to, let's just say BJ was sheriff all of a sudden? Woo! I'm like, I know. It'd just be like, bing, 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 bing. Well,
that would be my biggest test. I'm not gonna.
I would just be like, hey, can I just come watch? I don't even work there anymore. I just want to watch.
That would be my biggest test. You're like, how far along are you in life? Or if you can just
let it go.
Let it go.
There's three people I cannot. There's three people I cannot let go. I will not let go. They know what they did, and you know who they are. Oh fuck! All right, so my constant battle, a little different, but I don't know if we've ever talked about it. But I still struggle, especially when things are going well, and I'm going into rooms where I feel like I don't belong. I think that's the trailer park kid that comes out. I don't belong here, and being okay with saying I do belong here. That is something I did. I deal with that today. I mean, it is a constant thing for me where I will show up somewhere. I'm about to do something, and it's all positive stuff, good meetings, good vibes, everything's happening. But there's that moment when I'm getting out of the car and I'm like, what am I doing? I don't belong here.
I get that. A little bit of imposter syndrome, a little bit.
But it is. It stops me sometimes. I don't get anxiety or panic. I don't do any of that shit. But when those feelings come out, I have to breathe through it. I'm like, no, fuck it. I'm here.
Yeah, but it's funny. I saw a quote the other day. I don't know if I posted the shit or not. I probably did. But it was like, I'm trying to get to this point in life where it's like I walk into a room and I'm not worried about if they like me or not. I'm worried about if I'm gonna like them. Right? Because I probably don't.
I like it, bro. I like it. That's what I'm saying.
You know me. I probably don't, and I'm probably just not faking it, but I'm just like, this is to a point. I'm not. I don't necessarily feel the need. I don't have to be in this room. Right? I don't have to ever be back in this room. I've had my fill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can sympathize with what you're saying. I can understand. All right, I want to move on to the next one because I thought this was good too. 3 feelings that are indescribable. So 3 feelings are moments in life that you don't think you can adequately describe to another person. I have an unfair advantage on one of them.
Okay.
That you may know. Birth of a child.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe that. Yeah. Like time slows down. It's a weird. I don't know how to. My kids are 20 and 18. I still don't honestly know how to describe that feeling. It's weird. It's stress. It's fear. It's love. It's compassion. It's excitement. All at once, bro. That is an overwhelming feeling.
I imagine. I'm excited to see, experience that, one day, and I can even, I can obviously can't empathize with the emotion. I can imagine how that would feel. Of like, I can definitely see how all those things would be all at once, and Definitely. I feel like it's got to change the course of your life and how it's going for sure.
Changes you forever.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
The next one I thought of, I don't know how to describe it. People are gonna laugh, but whatever. That moment when it's almost like you're falling in love, or like, that feeling you get when you met someone who like might be, that. Listen, put aside all the ones that didn't work out, right? But there's that time where you still get like excited, maybe a little nervous, but it's fun, but it's kind of scary. How do you describe that shit? I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
But I like the feeling.
Yeah, I think people say butterflies or something like that, but I don't even know if that really describes it either.
And let me just be clear: it's not the sex stuff. Actually, the first time you ever had sex, bro. Bro. All of a sudden, you just, why are you walking around with your shoulders all back, bro? Calm down. But I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about that intimacy with somebody, that trust. Well, it's scary. It's exciting. It's fun. Bro, I don't know. There's so many things. I don't know how. I don't know how you describe those things.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Right?
That's a good one. Yeah.
And then my last one, I don't know if you. Well, actually, no. You have gone through it. True sorrow, not depression. Not I'm sad today. Sad, happy, sorrow. Like where it rocks you to your fucking core.
Where you can actually,
it's almost like you feel it.
It's more than a concept. It
hurts.
Yeah.
That's a hard one, bro. Those are my three.
So I think one for sure. This is going to come back to I don't know if you're not an athlete, I don't know if you can relate to this one, right? But it's the game winner, the buzzer beater, the final second coming through, like that feeling of like, everything's on the line, kind of thing, and like you come through. You came through.
That's good, bro.
There's nothing like that. There's nothing like that feeling. And you can't
actually, both sides, bro, being the one to do it, being the one to not do it.
Yeah. That's
I've had both those moments in my career, bro. It's wild times.
Yeah, just pure elation and the joy and the excitement. It's not something you can't really replicate that, right? You can, you're like, oh, I'm gonna hit this paper ball from across this room, whatever. Like that's not. Doesn't equate to that, right?
No.
The falling in love one is good. That's gotta be kind of fucked up a little bit. Yeah,
right. It's hard to define.
Huh. Well, I'd say on that road, bro. The first, well, not the first time you had sex, but the first time you crack, or like the first time that very first, that very first insertion on the thing, bro. Isn't it? Bro. I don't know if I'm sure only right. Only men can maybe understand that part of it, because as you always say, our stuff is on the outside, her stuff's on the inside, so it's a little bit different of a dynamic.
It's different,
right?
bro.
So I guess I'd say, so when a woman gives you that gift, bro, that's I don't know. I don't want to say there's not better feelings than that. It's like, but that just does something in here, right?
Bro, I'm telling you, I don't know how they would ever do research on this shit, but I bet it changes the chemical makeup of your brain, bro.
It has to.
All of a sudden, you've gone from wearing Ninja Turtle underwears and shit. You don't do that shit no more, bro. It ain't about that. You ain't about that life.
Everything you do from now on in your life is trying to get back to there, right? Trying to get back to that. Trying to get back to that. I think a third one. I think, like you said, man, it is a negative one, but it is. I don't want to necessarily say just the heartbreak, like your very first one, the very first time you got your heart broken. right?
Yeah.
But like you said, I think
that's what I'm saying. Sorrow, bro. Like
I think along the lines of that, the
sorrow.
actual like when you first felt your first. I didn't say your first, man, but it's like just when you get hit with like that emotional pain, like that emotional sorrow, bro. There's nothing like grief. I would say grief. There's nothing that is, and I'm sure people experience it in different ways, right? But grief is something that is indescribable, and it's hard to articulate. I don't, you know. I'd say this. There's two things for me that are hard to articulate: grief and love. Right? There's I don't. I would have to make up words in order to articulate how those things feel. There's no the words don't exist for them in order to explain that. So that would be, I think those would be the top three for sure.
Those are definitely top three. And this will be asterisk, but let me ask you this. The first time you knowingly, this was when you were a kid, but you knowingly did something wrong and you get caught. That shame, that embarrassment.
Shame, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh shit, bro. And you're like,
yeah, but that's life changing.
Yeah. But again, these are all things that like change the structure of your mind, bro.
Yeah. Oh shit. I didn't think about that one. God damn.
Yeah, bro. Hey, you just reminded me of it. It popped in my head. I was like, ooh, yeah. Are we good on that one? I'm ready to move on to the next one.
Yeah, let's go.
This one actually, I'm if you don't mind, I want your answer first because I think you know mine, but whatever. What is a dream you've had that you've rarely or never said out loud?
Huh. Well, I've always kind of just wanted to be like, I don't know if this is a closet, probably not a closet dream. If people who know me look at my social media or whatever, but I've always wanted to be. First of all, I love music. I enjoy music, right? So if my closet, one of my closet dreams is to be an R&B singer, right?
I love it, bro. Go.
Is to be an R&B singer and have like an R&B themed like lounge or just like just chill vibes,
like
some cigars, like good R&B, good music, whatever. So like anything with that would just be like just a fucking dream come true for me. And then also like this is like obviously a completely unrealistic fucking whatever. But it's like, but I would to be a superhero, I just think would be like the coolest fucking thing or whatever. Just get like some sort of like superpowers that you could just do that, bro. That shit would be fucking amazing. That would be great.
Yeah,
I would love that. If I could bring that into reality, just like that would 100% be a thing for me for sure.
So I debated telling you this because you're gonna laugh. I'm gonna be very honest. This is I don't think I've ever told you this. I am envious and often will watch longer than I should. I wish I had the ability to dance, bro. Like
really?
Yes. I am envious of people who can do that. Watching people do that. Listen, 6'5", 300. It wasn't in the cards for your boy.
The body don't move like that.
I will dance, but it's definitely that I'm dancing. Let's phrase it that way. There's no one's going. Oh wow, he's really good. They go, oh, he's having a good time. whatever that means to you, but that is something I wish I could do.
Okay.
I am envious when I see it.
Well, what kind of dance? Like interpretive dance, or like Irish jig, or like what do you mean?
Let me table that. Not whatever that is. I don't know what that is. But dude, I'm telling you, the breakdancing stuff I think is fucking amazing to me. The hip hop shit, I think it's like choreographed shit. I think that to me is amazing. I just popped in my head and left again, but what do they call? It's not breakdancing. It's not hip hop dancing. What the fuck am I trying to like the formal shit? When you see like the competition shit, whatever that is, ballroom dancing.
Ballroom dancing. I was gonna say ballroom dancing. Yeah,
dude, I will watch that shit for an hour.
It's funny you say that.
It impresses me. It impresses me. Yeah.
I am impressed by dancers as well, right? So if I could be a more skilled dancer, I think that'd be awesome. And so I do respect the moves, right? I mean, people, not just dance, but in general, kind of downplay when someone else is good at something. I'm like, you're critiquing that like you could do it.
Yeah.
It's just like if you can. My thing is this, if you can't do it, you shouldn't be critiquing it.
Yeah.
That's just my, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like if you can't drop 30 in an NBA game, I think you should be quiet about, about what they're doing, right? But the ballet stuff, I think, is crazy.
Also, you know what? Also, excellent.
Crazy. Like this, bro. I know they give shit to like male ballet, male ballet dancers or
only in the U.S., dude. In Russia, they're idolized. They're like the superstars. They're like sports superstars in Eastern Europe and all that shit.
Bro, that shit is amazing. The level of strength and fucking flexibility and coordination, bro. Get the fuck, get out of here. Yeah, again, I would never give a male fucking ballet dancer shit at all, ever, never. You're like, hey, teach me what you got. Shit, can you teach me?
Were you expecting that answer from me?
I was not. I was not. but I do like the.
It's true though.
but I do like the. I don't know if he's good, but I can tell he's having a good time. It's hilarious.
Because that's accurate. That's very, very accurate, bro. Hey, bro. That's. Oh shit! All right, bro. Next one. I battled with it. I was like, man, should I actually be like that honest on this thing?
Yeah,
but
bro.
Fuck it, bro.
That's fun.
All right. So we phrase this one as people don't really fuck with you, but the thing is, at some point in your life, do you realize that far fewer people really fuck with you than you thought? And for those of those listening that don't understand that lingo or jargon, it's meaning people who are dishonest or not, don't like you for you, I guess is the best way to say it.
Yeah.
I will say that's a hard thing to truly take in.
Yeah.
Pause. People don't like you for you. Not because of something you did, something you said.
Yes.
No, they just don't fucking like you.
Yeah, people. Bro,
it's a hard one, bro.
I think that is difficult to when you kind of catch on for the first time, right? You're like, wait a minute. You're like, oh, so it's not what I'm doing. It's just the fact that I'm the one doing it that you don't like or don't.
You don't like me.
You don't like me. Right. And I think as much as as an example, right? They say, strangers will probably be you'll find more support from strangers than you will from people that are close to you in general. Right?
Ooh, sometimes, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And,
that's a good one.
And I think what kind of highlights that point, I don't know, social media is supposed to be social and, whatever, but you'll be surprised about how much people will watch or realize what you're doing and be able to, you'll see them like, oh yeah, I saw you did blah, blah, blah. I saw blah, blah. I was like, interesting. I noticed that you didn't like it or share it or whatever, right? So it's like social media, like, it'd be like, if I see somebody that's close to me, that's friends with me, that I like, and they're doing something, I don't even have to watch the whole thing. I'm like, it was you doing it? Like, it doesn't even matter what it is. It's because, but again, I'm like, it's because I fuck with you. So it's whatever you're doing, because I fuck with you, I'm going to support it, right? And you'll notice it's not always like this. So you can kind of tell that it's like, it's interesting. You can tell me everything that I've been up to and what I'm doing and what's going on or whatever. But it's like, interesting. You didn't even on something that would seem so small and insignificant as it's like a post, right? But you're like, interesting. It's like you didn't interact with it, like you didn't see it, but obviously you did because you're talking to me about it. Okay.
Yes. A couple things on that note. Whenever you post something positive that's happening, whatever it is amazing to me to see who goes, not just even we're kind of really locking in on social media, but whatever, for the purpose of this conversation. Not just like it or whatever, but we'll say, hey, congrats, man. I'm happy for you. Or I think even a step above, if they're that close, we'll text you saying, hey, I just saw this. Congrats. That's exciting. I'm happy for you. People will do that I've just met in the last year or two. And then you'll have people I've known you for 20 years.
Yep.
I know you saw it.
Yeah, don't say shit.
But nothing?
It's like, oh. Like, oh, so you hate me. Oh, okay, got it. And then see, for me, it's like,
you don't like to see me do well. That's a whole nother thing. Yeah. Buddy.
That right there, been put on to in recent years what people call like monitoring spirits. They just want to watch you. They're just watching, seeing what you're doing. Right? They don't really want to, invest in you or invest in the connection or whatever. They're just around, just like watching what's happening. And like, I'm like, what's the point of that? To be honest, I was like, I even recently went through some of my social media, just deleted people off of it. I was like, I haven't talked to this person in fucking forever, right? But it'll be like, if they say something or they post something like they're doing whatever, hey man, congratulations. Be like, hey, congratulations. Even on the sidebar, boom. Or if it's something that's like negative, I noticed that, like you said, I take pride in like showing up, whatever, and like reaching out to other people, whatever. And I know that's probably just a me thing. I know not everybody is like that, right? But I think it's more so when I see someone's like not doing well and not being consistent. Like I'll reach out, like, you good? Everything good? Like whatever. I noticed, you shared something that seemed a little bit on the sadder side or whatever. But it'll be like, I think it's important to be like, hey man, if you're not good, you can reach out. Or I'm just reaching out, opening that line of communication. To be like, hey, if everything's not good, I may not have an answer, but I can listen. Or, it may not be worth shit, but can offer, some words of wisdom or just encouragement. You know what I mean? But you'll notice that it's like, I notice those things, and then how, as a society, sometimes too, we kind of like ridicule people for not doing well or for being, down bad or not on, not on the up and up. And we, plenty of opportunities to offer encouragement or help or whatever. And we just kind of just like make fun of them. And I'm like, I'm not a big fan of that shit either. So I'm like, oh, you don't really, it's supposed to be your friend. It's supposed to be somebody, whatever. You just fucking talk shit about them. I'm like, I'm not a big fan of that shit either though. But I'm like, so that brought me back to the thing of like, it is difficult to realize, oh, you don't really fuck with me. And what's even worse than that, it's like, oh, you don't fuck with me the way I fuck with you.
Yeah.
Is a bigger, okay. All right.
Yeah. I'll round it up with this, just some examples. We but we touched on it. Do they call when they don't need something? That's a big one. Do they celebrate your wins? We touched on that. Defend you even when you're not there. That's a big one.
Buddy.
Tell you when you're wrong. Show up when things go bad. Not always just show up for the good. Yeah. That's another one. Support what you're building, regardless of what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And kind of the thought is like, maybe adulthood is less about having more friends and more about knowing who your friends actually are. And I think for me, I think I didn't phrase it that way in my own mind. I phrased it like drama and negativity. If every time I talk to you, I feel worse about myself, I don't have time. Yeah. I can't do it.
No. Shouldn't be a drain on my life force to talk to, be around certain people. No.
Yeah, no. Fuck that.
No.
All right, last one. I like how, if they got you today, if today was it, what would you think about your life, bro?
Well, this is a question that kind of just comes around ever so often.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, a teammate from mine, my USF days, passed away recently, and young. Obviously, we're around the same age. 40, 41 years old, and and even just obviously the nature of the job, you see a lot of these things where like lives get cut short, right?
Oh, dude, I got a story for you when we're done offline. I got to tell you.
Yeah, but
Wild.
it kind of puts life into perspective, right? So kind of again with kind of what we're talking about last time of like, not waiting to enjoy your life, right? So, but at the same time, it's like, damn, if I got tonight and that was it, like if I had the opportunity to look back on it, like what would you think about your life? I'm like, I think I would say I've lived a good life, a very blessed one, fortunate one. Grateful for it. Proud of the things I've accomplished. Obviously, we've all got things we would change and mistakes that I've made. There's a lot of certain things you're not proud of. Obviously, if you can go back and change it, right? But all in all, collectively, I was like, I've lived a very good, blessed life. Had a great, like, bro, it's been a great fucking run. It's been a great run. I wouldn't look back and be like, I wish I had more. We all have things that we wish we could have more time to accomplish and do whatever. But there's not many things that I think that I haven't accomplished in the amount of time that I've been blessed to have. So like some of the other things they're just gonna naturally just come with time. I just haven't had enough time to get to certain things, and they'll come when they come, right? But not a whole lot of regrets out there. I think it's been a good one, 100%. Just make sure they get my good side. Post a good picture. You know what I mean?
Clear my browser history.
Yeah.
BJ, we can't edit this out, but I'm going to be honest with you right now. The only regret I would have if today was the day is that you didn't have kids, bro.
Oh well, yeah.
That would make me sad. That would make me sad.
Yeah, but I mean,
I get it.
Yeah,
I understand. I hear everything you're saying, and I'm right alongside you. Like, I think I would be pissed because I'm starting to do the things I've actually really wanted to do my whole life, and now you fucking take me. God damn it!
I was just getting there. I was just getting good.
Why, bro?
Just getting good. I was just getting good.
I did the hard stuff. It sucked. My shit was fucked up.
Yeah, damn, man. I was just getting it right. Fuck.
No, but otherwise, yeah, dude. Listen, I do obviously have regrets, but you can't ever say I didn't fucking push it, baby. I went 0 to 100 whenever I had the runway. I fucking went for it, baby.
Yep.
If a door was open, commando roll, commando roll through that bitch. Let's go. I'm gonna try. It might not work, but I'm gonna try. Goddamn it.
Yep.
Fuck. All right. So these are just kind of rapid fire in that same vein. Would you be proud of the life you've lived so far?
100%.
Same. Not a full whole diatribe, but what would you be most proud of and what would you regret?
I'd be most proud, the way I look at life right now, I'd be most proud that I showed up every day and tried as hard as I could. Because it's easy to quit. The quitting part is easy. That's easy, right? Just showing up every day and trying is to me is enough to be proud of, right? Not necessarily, this is different than when I was younger. I would be maybe more focused on accomplishments, right? But the cliche as fuck, right? But the journey is, the beauty is in the journey and in the path of being on the path, not necessarily the destination, right?
We've done hard things, bro.
Yeah, I've done things we haven't even talked about on the show. I was like, I live a pretty dope life and done some pretty cool things, right? I'd say my biggest regret, will probably be not doing the military, man. I think that's probably going to be my biggest one.
Damn, bro. Same.
I mean, that put it this way, that I have 100% control over.
Yeah.
Right. The being married, the having kids thing is not necessarily all on me, just me, right? It's like, but of things that I can control, right? Those would be the things I think.
Yeah. Solid, bro. I don't really have anything else. I didn't mean for that to happen, but I agree with you. I don't have another take. Is there anyone you wish you'd spend again in the vein that today's the day? Is there anyone you wish you spent more time with? I'll give you mine. I wish I'd spent more time with my grandparents, but they're gone. But I guess that's one of my regrets.
Yeah.
I don't have excuses. I was young. They died when I was in my 20s.
Mm-hmm.
I was, rock and roll and living my life, but now I find myself more frequently than I thought wishing I could call them.
Yeah. I talk to my parents. I mean, we don't see them as much as I probably could, but they always
That's for me,
encourage.
though. That's for me. Yeah.
Encourage me to just go live and don't. My mom always says, "Don't wait around on me. Go do your thing." Right. Go live. Go do whatever. Right. But maybe there's another show I would knowing what I know now. Obviously, I would have probably sat with my grandma a little bit more and just like asked her questions. Like historical questions about just like life and like those kinds of things. Who are we? Where do we come? Like those kinds of things. Like, tell me about the history of the family. It's like a lot. I think now we're kind of spoiled in a sense of our generation probably is the beginning of this, but maybe the generations to come after, a lot of their stuff is etched in, I guess, like digital stone, right? So they have a record that's more readily available, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Very easier to access for them, right? Whereas like, when I go back and see my parents, whatever, they have all these old pictures. I think it just took a lot more effort to kind of capture some of those things. Where it's like you had the Polaroids and actually had to save them and actually go get the pictures developed. You know what I mean? If they had the video camera, like taking it, keeping it was a lot harder to keep those things, keep the memories. Whereas like now, it's like, man, you could look back at your archive on your fucking Instagram story from like 10 years ago and, shit pops up on Facebook from, 20 years ago. Hey, back on this date in, 2000 and 2009, here's what you said, or here's what you were doing. So, I think that part I would definitely do some more of for sure.
Fair. Last one. Again, vein is today's the day. If your career was not part of your obituary, would you still feel like you lived a meaningful life?
100%. 1,000%.
Let's go.
1,000%, bro. My career has allowed me to do a lot of fun and cool things, right? But that is not and I stress this to your guys are, I say work for me, but they work for who I'm supervising, whatever. It's like, hey man, knowing what I know now and how I perceive life now and gone through things, I say one of the biggest things that I can tell you guys is do not make this shit your identity, right? I said because one, they could take it away tomorrow. You can, make a mistake. I'm not saying that you're, a bad person or whatever, but you can make a mistake that will change the course of your career. And, you cannot have it tomorrow. They can take it away. Something can happen where you're not able to physically do it anymore. Right. So I would say don't, this is a job that you're fortunate to do, take it seriously, treat it as such. I was like, but this should not be your identity as a, I'm this, but fuck that. Nah. So career aside, still amazing. My career has afforded me the opportunity to do a lot of things and to make the money that I've made. And it has allowed me to live life in a certain way, but it is not the antithesis of who I am as a person. Right.
Yeah. Well said, my friend. Well said. Now we're coming back and we'll wrap it up with this. 5 people
yes,
who have influenced who you are today. I'm going to have 2 caveats. One, family.
Not family.
Not necessarily a given, but let's. Kind of
that's a given. Okay.
Fair?
Yeah.
Okay. Because like my mom, my dad, my kid,
yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Because truly they have. I mean, obviously they changed the trajectory of my life. But for me, and unfortunately I have 6. I don't have a Mount Rushmore. I don't. I'm going to give you a list and you tell me where I weed out.
Okay.
I don't know that I can. Chris.
Okay.
Known that dude since we were 14.
Quick sidebar. Every time I think about Chris now, I just think about the shoe thing. and it makes me
Yeah.
fucking laugh. It makes me laugh. It makes me
The
laugh.
shoe thing and then the voicemail from the school. I die laughing, bro. Yes.
Okay.
With that dude, we have gone through it, bro. Strong influence in my life. And then this is not in any specific order. And this is where I struggle, man. Shiro.
Yeah.
Izzy.
You got two of mine.
Buddy. And again, I'm not knocking. There's what do they call otherwise recognized, but there's many people who have helped me, but like, bro, think the lessons and the time that they spent. Mo, for me, I talked to Mo a lot, and I've talked to Mo a lot since the day we met. Like, it's wild, bro. She helped me through some stuff, and then again, not the last two. It's not an order, but you and then Matt.
Okay,
buddy. He is. It still makes me laugh. I know, because everyone knows that one.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone knows that, Matt. But when he locks in and he's serious and he's one-on-one intentional, bro, he is probably one of the smartest men. Where you're probably one of the strongest men. He's probably one of the smartest men I've ever met in my life. It's wild when he turns that on. I've talked about it before. Where I'm like, I have to pause for a second. I'm like, hold on, because I'm laughing. I'm like, hold on. You're serious? Hold on, I gotta beat. Very smart, but his empathy and his compassion, and he is another one. Bro, there is nothing he won't do for people he considers his friends, like his close friend. Bro, he will fly across the world. He will give you the last dime out of his bank account. I'm a little bigger than he is. He would give me the shirt off his back. It wouldn't fit over my head, but he would.
Yeah.
And not only does he say, like, I've seen him do these things. People going through a hard time. Come stay with him. Whatever it is, use his car, whatever the fuck it is. He doesn't. If you're in his circle, there's nothing he won't do, bro. Like I said, there's many other, bro. Nate, bro. Nate is a wild boy, but again, Nate is that guy. Like, you call him at 3 a.m., he'll be all right. I'll be there. It's just it's hard for me to give you the five. I don't have just five, but those are the ones that have influenced who I am today, bro.
Yeah. Those are good ones.
Different than yours, I know, but
we got two that are the same. So I'll let those. You've mentioned those, so I'll kind of
Shiro and Izzy,
and Izzy, right?
Probably why we're still alive, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. 100%.
For real.
Definitely a lot of wisdom there. A lot of learned a lot of just about not obviously professionally, right, but just being men and how to think and use your brain and just how to navigate. A lot of good life lessons for life, not just career wise, that extend outside your career, right? So we'll knock those two because those are shared. Obviously, I'm gonna throw you in there because
maybe we're given. Maybe we could be family, bro. We can be family.
That's kind of a given, right? See, one of the earliest one would probably be one of my college coaches, Coach Wyatt. He had a crazy dude, bro. But he said a lot of things that like, I know he's being whatever, and he talks funny, and he's very, he is who he is. Here's who he is what he is, right? But a lot of life lessons that extended way beyond football and way beyond my early 20s that have, kind of just, I've held on to them going forward. I'm like, he did say that. Damn. Okay. Yeah. All right. It's clicking now. I get it. Right. So that one. One of my homegirls, Deanna, I've probably known for maybe like 20 years, but someone who I can always call and get an honest opinion from a completely different perspective. So a female's perspective that I value a lot. And kind of, as a measuring stick, a barometer, like, am I Am I fucked up?
Am I fucked up?
Yeah, it's like, am I fucked up? Am I off base?
That's bro for me. That's
right?
bro
Like,
for me. Like, am I fucked up, bro?
Yeah, am I off base for this? Or, can you maybe shed a different perspective on this, for me? And I said, we've known I was just talking to her the other day. I was like, man, we've known each other for fucking over 20 years almost. Kind of crazy. My boy Cam, he's wild dude. Friend. Yeah, exactly. Wild, crazy dude, right? But I think in the same sense of like maybe how you view like a Nate or like a Matt, right? But when you like saying like somebody who I can actually like call and be like, hey man, I need talk about some actual like the same way I talk to you, right? Some actual real life like we're gonna like shoot the shit, talk shit, or blah blah whatever. But if I needed them to like do something or like they will definitely a person that I know for a fact would show up. Reciprocates of showing up for me. So I never I just, and again, another relationship that I value tremendously, right? And then my boy, the two mics that I know, Blueberry Beer, one that and then obviously
does he know on that, bro? Now I feel bad.
It probably does. My boy Mike Washington, and then Tedford as well.
Dude, I love Mike.
Obviously, right? Another dude I could call and talk to, and
talk about a dude who takes lumps and keeps going, though.
Oh God, man, damn, just bro. But I think I work hard. That dude, just I'm just like, bro,
dude's got 8 jobs since the day I known him, bro.
I'm like, bro, are you sure you're okay, man? Like but like, just a plethora of advice and wise words, wisdom. Somebody who looks out for me. Who one of those things that you put it this way. We mentioned it earlier. Somebody who's gonna look after your name when you're not in the room.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of those people, right?
That specific Mike will punch you in the fucking face.
Yeah, 100%. Well,
it won't even be like, hey, that's my friend. They'll talk. Don't talk about my boy. Well, I didn't know he was your boy.
Who has in a few cases that I know of for sure, but he probably hasn't even mentioned to me. But I know has looked out for me and protected my name when I'm not in the room, which I value tremendously, and will always give me an opportunity, to kind of jump in on the business and be part owner of some of the business. So always grateful for that friendship and it's a person I always value, will always show up for and look out for. So I think those are going to be
also a wild
more
boy,
than 5, but
that's what I'm saying. The 2 caveats were no family, and then I couldn't be 5. I'm going to do some honorable mentions. That's the one.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's something that Joe, who's bro. I've only known Joe for a couple years, but dude, I call that guy. It's 3 a.m. He's in LA. He'll be like, hey, what's up, man? Oh, dude, I'm sorry, I forgot what time. He's like, no, what's up? I'm up. What's up? What do you need? You need something?
Yeah.
Bro, part of the show, push the show, part of the book, help him with the documentary. Just somebody who, dude, the dude works 18 hours a day. Plus he's got his own life, his own family. He's got kids. He's got a whole world out there, but I'm like, if and this is the thing, I have called recently, I need you. What do you need? I'll be there. So, that's why I couldn't do just 5.
Yeah, it's got to be. I'm sure there's
there's a bunch, bro. I don't want to say here and let everybody we know, but but just people who are influencing and influencing in the sense that value their opinion, but also, well, I get also support, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They support, even if it's a wild idea. It's crazy. Let's make it happen. Let's figure it out. Figure it out together. Yeah.
How can I help you achieve what you want?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I'm not trying to offend anybody. That it's just on it. But the thing is, it's like if somebody's like, "Oh yeah, BJ Tyler," it's like, yeah, you already know.
That's a given. Yeah, like we know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
brother, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, brother.
I love our check-ins, and Summer's over with, so hopefully we'll be back into the grind, the weekly check-ins.
Yeah, man.
We got a lot of big shit coming up, buddy. We got a lot of big shit coming up.
Yeah, we do. A lot of shit booked up, and I'm excited for it.
A lot of life changes. Yeah, a lot of life changes too for you.
Yeah, a lot is going to be fun, man. I'm excited.
Damn right. It's an exciting time, bro.
I'm excited.
I'll leave you with Dr. Podolsky, who's been on the show. Love her to death. But my last time meeting with her, I was just kind of feeling like, hey, I got a lot going on. And I was just kind of going over it. And, she's great at what she does. She listens. She goes, I'm not hearing anything bad. So what is your concern? I was like, well, I put too much on her plate. She goes, how old are you? 42. She goes, yeah, get after it. This is when you do those things because there's going to come a day where you can't physically do what you're doing. So I don't know what you're saying. And I'm like,
yep.
Fucking right. Let's go.
Take it to the max. Take it to the max.
Go, baby.
Yep. 100%.
All right, bro. Appreciate you.
All right, brother.
Don't go anywhere.
Fifty Sixin.